Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 2. In the last episode we got to the Glutton's kitchen, and in this episode we are going to take it out. I don't think we're going to finish it in this episode. I suspect it's going to take 2 episodes. It is a fairly short cave, but, you know, even short caves are still caves. It's not like we can just walk through to the end. I don't think it's quite as short as the Citadel of Spiders. If I remember correctly, that cave was only 6 floors deep. I'm pretty sure this one is deeper, and it is definitely supposed to be considered the harder one because it's farther away from base, but it's really not hard. This is a very easy cave. This is definitely one that we were meant to do a while ago. I don't believe there are any traps down here, at least not any harmful traps. And the enemy configuration, if I remember correctly, is also not really anything to be concerned about. Can we get... Oh well. If we throw enough guys in there, we should just be able to take that thing out. We lost somebody, that's okay. That was a white. The poor whites have not been doing so well lately. Yeah, I can't promise we're gonna have, like, no losses. Obviously, we just had a loss, but it really should not be anything like the Hole of Heroes. 30 Pocos. Master's Instruments. A red Mario Paint branded Crepa. And this is another one where there's not all that many treasures down here. This is one of those caves where it's like you go down and it sort of feels like, how could this possibly be down here? Like, it almost feels like an environment that just shouldn't be underground. It's got this whole, like, child's playset theme going on. Some people find it creepy. I actually really like stuff like this. I've never found it particularly creepy in games and movies when there's, like, a theme of abandoned children's areas. I don't know. It's just never really... Whoa! I think we're just gonna... swarm here? Yeah, I had a feeling that'd be okay. I'm just so over it. We've done the hardest things in the game. I'm like, just take everybody. You know, we'll be okay. There are bread bugs around. If one of them would be kind enough to come and get these tasty little morsels we left for it, that would be great. Please don't do that. We need that. With the bread bugs, I've obviously shown that the correct, quote-unquote, correct way to get them is to have them take something back to their hole and then steal their prey. You can also kill them with purple, well, not even just purples. You can kill them by throwing Pikmin on them. It just takes forever. And I really wish these guys would actually just go and grab something so we could do this the right way. Are you going to take that thing? Yes. I was just gonna say, the question is, are we actually going to be able to do anything about it? Because you can only have 1 Pikmin on those little small enemies. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna see if we can kill it. I'm not waiting for it to go all the way back and get those big enemies, because it's clearly just doesn't want to. You can stun it, even if you don't land a direct hit. And this is not how I would recommend fighting these guys, just because it takes a long time. And this is definitely not the intended way to do it, but it is a way to do it. The game lets you do it. Alright, something got taken back. Alright, there goes that bread bug. Which one was your home? This one. I don't remember if this is the only treasure on the floor. I'm not worried about letting them go back because of the bread bugs. The bread bug definitely won't win against 10 Pikmin. I do want to make sure there's no little guys along the way that are going to eat it. Also, this little paper bag thing here, it doesn't do anything. It just sort of wiggles and makes a paper bag sound. Alright, if that guy tries to go for this, I actually wouldn't mind. Alright, so they have been eating those bugs that we killed. The reason that... Oh, wow, they really took the long way there. The reason that you can kill them by throwing Pikmin on them is because if they take back all the food on a floor, then obviously you're screwed. But they want to make it so that you can actually still have a way to fight them. We've got a chocolate swirl cookie. for 25 Pokos. The Imperative Cookie. Guess the swirl is supposed to look hypnotic. Alright, so we're not done. That means there is another bread bug that has an enemy. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever for them to come over to us. Where are they? Again, let's just, let's do this the hard way. You know what? Just do that. I've never thought to do that before, but that is perfectly acceptable. That is actually now my preferred way to kill bread bugs. If you have spare potions, of course. If you come here... Oh, that guy's stuck. If you come here early in the game when you don't have a huge stockpile of purple potions, I could see why you wouldn't want to do that. But at this point, we've got so many, I don't even know what we're going to do with them all. Of course, with these narrow corridors, getting your Pikmin into them is a problem, but we don't need that many. Just enough to take out this one little bread bug. I don't know if that little jingle means for sure that there was a treasure in its little den. I think it may have. Alright. This is a nice little cooldown. I wouldn't usually put this cave off so long in a normal game, but, well, normally I'm not scrambling to get Louie's notes. This is one of my favorite caves, I think. I am a huge foodie, and obviously, with the name being Glutton Kitchen, there's going to be a lot of food down here. And when I say that, I don't just mean that I like to eat food. I like to make food. I like to look at food. I like to watch food being prepared. I like to watch people eating food. I like cooking shows. I like food, like, not necessarily eating contests, but I like food contests, like cooking shows. Massive lid for 100 Pokos. I like food, is what I'm trying to say. That Yoo-Hoo Cola, I am fairly certain, was either a mistake or something they made up for this game, because I have looked that up before, and it doesn't appear to exist. Yoo-Hoo is a chocolate drink. It's like a fake chocolate drink. It's not a soda. In fact, I've Googled it before, and the very first result was this game. Okay. Yellow flower. I'm going to use this, because if we don't use it, we won't get it in the Piklopedia. So, let's just convert one singular Pikmin. Oh, hello. I might not be doing that for all of the bread bugs we find down here. There is one more thing that I would like to use purple potions for, so I don't want to use them all up here. Alright. As usual, I could always stand to have more yellow, or more red potions. Yeah, I'll kill this guy. Ooh. I'm glad I noticed that floating guy. Okay. Another theme down here is electricity, which does make sense because the purpose of the... Oh, we have 31 because we converted one. The main purpose of the perplexing pool, at least at first, is to introduce the yellow Pikmin. So this is, of course, the introductory cave to what these guys are good at, which is not conducting electricity. Anything good in here? Oh! Okay, traps. Think I'm gonna use purples. Oh, let's wait. Yeah, I said there were no traps down here, and that's certainly not the nastiest trap ever, but that's certainly a rude way to find out what these guys do. Little, trial by fire there. Oh, that guy's leaving. No. Well, let's just get rid of it. The other anode beetles on the floor, I'm not worried about, because oh boy. It kind of looks like they're, sticking to their territory, but if it's at all possible for them to sort of get to us and potentially zap our team, I am going to take them out. Like, those guys don't particularly care. We can probably just use yellows to barrel through everything, including taking out that puffy blowhog. I guess this would be the first place you could see them, which does make sense, because in the first game, the distant spring is the first area where you can find these guys. I'm trying to remember. I don't think they were that different in the first game, but I remember them being a lot more dangerous. I don't know if they had more. I don't know if it's that they had more HP or that that game in general was just kind of slower. But maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe it's just been too long since I've played the game and I don't remember. All right, of course it went down when we can't actually get to it. I'd rather that happen than have it blow on us. This is kind of a weird angle to be fighting this thing at. Yeah, I think these guys do have quite a bit more HP than the little blowhogs, although again, bigger target, I find these guys easier to take care of. Although, the placement here, finally got a shot off. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to fight it without it blowing at all, but oh well. That wasn't so bad. We didn't actually lose that many flowers. Yeah, in the first game, I remember there was exactly one puffy blowhog in the distant spring. I think there was only one anyway. And it was just this big enemy that looked very intimidating. But in the grand scheme of things oh, I'll be duplicating that. In the grand scheme of things, wasn't particularly dangerous. Because especially, and again, I might just be misremembering, but especially in the first game, where all the enemies were, not all the enemies, but like there were a bunch more big enemies out on the field, which makes sense because there weren't caves to like hide the bosses in and stuff. Finding a big enemy that like wasn't gonna hurt you was a bit of a gift. Because in that same area there was I remember there being an armored cannon beetle. We don't have those in this game. We just have the armored cannon larva, which frankly are much worse. Well, maybe not much worse. It's really it's the decorated ones. It's the ones with the homing rocks I can really live without. Alright, while this is happening, I am going to get Olimar and get this spicy spray. It's very nice of them to give us one. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I honestly probably could have stood to take fewer reds and more yellows with me. Alright, let's get the yellows back. Looks like they all came back to my squad, which for once is actually nice. We've got 120 Pokos, the Harmonic Synthesizer, Child's Castanets. I think we're done with the enemies in here, so if I run past another piece of nectar, I think I'll grab it. There was one more treasure. I remember seeing it. It didn't quite register enough that I remember what it was, but I do remember seeing it. Oops, that one guy gets that whole bit of nectar to himself. Oh, I actually missed one. That's alright, there's more nectar by base. Yeah, here we go, this little broken compass. Only 20 Pikmin on that. I would have expected that to be a little heavier. Then again, they've surprised me with a few of the, Oh, hey, the leaf is with me. Let's go get that nectared up. They've surprised me with some of the carrying weights for some of the objects. I can't think of any object where I was expecting it to be lighter than it was, but there's certainly a few that look like they should be heavier. Yeah, there's nectar over there. Eat up, little buddy. That should work. Really? Interesting. And it went for the beetle instead. Huh. I would have thought with how active those guys are about finding nectar, it would have been pretty automatic that it would just eat it, but oh well. The more you know. Alright, where was the cave, or where was the hole? There, yeah, I thought it was this way. I also like the really big objects in this cave. 100 Pokos. The Director of Destiny. So like this huge xylophone. I love this. It almost looks like it should be a treasure because it like stands out a little bit. It's obviously way too big. But I love the giant instruments. There was another cave that we were in that had similar layouts to this, that had like a giant bucket. There was like a little castle tower that a Groink was on at one point. I don't remember what cave that was. That might have been the Dream Den, actually. But yeah, no, I like this little childhood cranny aesthetic, but I also just like the blocks and the houses and all the toys and stuff. There's something almost comforting about it, which I'm sure is the opposite of what they were going for. Oh gosh. Alright, so they do in fact have one major trick up their sleeves. Oh gosh. I lost somebody. No. Let the bread bug take that. At this point, if they're just going to make it that easy to bring the bread bugs back, I'm just gonna do that. I think there's only 2? Even if there's more than that, there's enough stuff here for another bread bug to potentially grab. Is that gonna... No, I didn't think so. It's not gonna kill them completely, but there's enough stuff here that we can just do it again. Alright. Hold on. I don't want to take everything back. I want to give the other bread bug an opportunity to actually grab something. Sorry, I went kind of quiet there. I was trying to concentrate. Ooh, we got another little guy. I think we've learned that we can just swarm these guys. And that thing should be dead now. 100 Pokos! Squirt! Happiness Emblem. I never had Squirt growing up. I don't remember seeing it in stores. We weren't particularly a soda family. I still don't really like soda all that much. Some sodas I like better than others. I do really like ginger ale, but other than that, Squirt was not something I would have ever been interested in. But I know a lot of people have very fond memories of it. What is this guy doing? Alright, you know what? Let's just... Come on. Let's just do this the easy way. Okay. Of course, as soon as I decide to actually do that, it starts moving. Alright. Bread bugs are taken care of. That should be all of them. No, actually, there's one more. Oh, no, never mind. It just didn't have anything. Alright, so let's take that cup back and see. Well, we know there's that chocolate truffle. So yeah, the theme of this place isn't necessarily food. It's like food and food paraphernalia. So bottle caps and cups and stuff. For 130 Pokos, a big coffee mug called the Invigorator. You don't have to put caffeinated beverages in mugs. In fact, I can't really tolerate caffeine, so I don't drink a lot of... Well, I don't drink any coffee. I actually hate coffee. But I don't drink a lot of tea. Sometimes... I can't remember. I may have mentioned this before. I don't remember if I've talked about this or not, but I love matcha enough that sometimes if I don't have to worry about, like, the side effects of the caffeine, I will have some. But other than that, I am not a caffeine person. Why can't I figure out how to get in there? I don't know if I can get in there. I think I might have to throw... No, not the purples. I think I might just have to throw some guys in there and see how they get out. I can't imagine that's actually true. I probably just missed the entrance somewhere. No. Looks like there really wasn't a way for me to get in there. I've never seen that happen before. Not that that's an impossible layout or anything. That's just one of the more interesting things that I've seen. That should be the last treasure. So where is the hole? It'll be around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Nice white chocolate truffle with a little chocolate drizzle. 60 Pokos. White goodness. I am not the biggest fan of white chocolate, but for Valentine's Day, I made some homemade chocolate. I made Namachoco, which is a Japanese style chocolate. It's got cream in it. I think it's similar to ganache. And I made white chocolate Namachoco. And oh my god, it was like ambrosia. Oh my, it's just so good. Oh dear. Is that gonna block the rocks? Yes. Alright, I think we're safe here. Ugh. Come on. I just need to find a safe spot. Can it see us over here? Looks like no. Alright, so like I said, this place isn't going to be totally, completely easy like the Citadel of Spiders was. They are ramping things up a little bit. Please get stunned. You too, get stunned. Oh, that thing did not get stunned. Come on, stun it, stun it, stun it. We need it stunned. I don't think we're landing on it. I think that's the problem. Oh, you know what? I should have just kept them there. Okay. Yeah, I think that thing was just far enough into the middle of that plate that we couldn't actually get to it. But still worked out in the end, so it's all good. I think this is the first place in the game where you can find a spotty bullbear. You can see I think the perplexing pool is also the first place where you can see the young ones too. But I think this cave is the first time you can see an adult one. Come on. I heard the Pikmin landing directly on it that time. We just got unlucky with the stun. Okay. All things considered, that was actually pretty good. I guess oh, there's another one. Hey! You were supposed to die. Okay. Alright, move. I told that guy to move. You saw me do it. It didn't end up mattering, thankfully. Alright, we should be able to get right on top of this guy. I wonder if it being buried in the ground is affecting whether or not it can get stunned. I've never heard of that being a mechanic, but I would believe it. Okay, just clean up the little guys. And we should be totally fine to just get the treasures at our own pace. That appears to be a party popper. Not necessarily a food-related item. That looks heavy. I am interested to see if it's going to be as heavy as it looks. I am not going to use that purple flower. We simply don't need it. It really is interesting sort of going through the game almost backwards. That is something I like to do with games sometimes. Try to get as far as I can, as quickly as I can, and then work my way through the game backwards. I especially like to do that in Mario 64. That's like my favorite thing to do. I call it the sequence break run. As if it were a speed run or something. I think I don't know why I like doing that. Okay, 35. That thing is actually as heavy as it looks. There's just something satisfying about doing things in the opposite order. Maybe it's just that I've played the game so many times, I'm looking for a way to change it up a little bit. 100 Pokos. The Boom Cone. Wow, that is a good name for a party popper. Speaking of games I've played a million times and I'm looking for other ways to play it, who's excited for the Stardew Valley update? I'm so excited. I don't think it'll be out by the time this goes up, but it'll be out very, very soon. 150 Pokos. The Sulking Antenna. Little bunny ear antenna from the olden days of TV. But yeah, I'm super excited for Stardew. Stardew Valley is one of my favorite games ever. I've considered doing a Let's Play. It's just too long. If I did it, it would like that'd be the only thing I did on my channel for like a year or two. It's just there's too much game. It is too long. But I love it. I have created. Oh yeah, I'll talk about that later. We gotta move. You're not on a strict time limit for this floor, but it is possible for things to be not unwinnable, but very, very not ideal if you dilly-dally. So this is a gimmick boss. I hesitate to call this the easiest boss in the game because I almost hesitate to call it a boss, frankly. There are bread bugs around. They're taking all of the treasures in the floor. And basically the goal is to kill the bread bugs before they can eat up all the treasures, and then you have to start manually taking them out. You'll see the boss. You'll see it in a minute. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize we didn't kill that guy. I do want to take out these anode beetles before they can hurt us, and I'm going to make extra double sure to keep them where they are, because we can use them to get the bread bugs. I think I can spare at least one purple potion to take out a bread bug. So there's the boss. He's a big old bread bug. You fight him just like any other bread bug. Have him take something and then carry him back. In fact, I'm pretty sure it still only takes 2 hits to take this guy out. So like, it's clearly a boss, but it's not like, it's not a fight. That's what it is. It's a boss, but it's really not a fight. Some people don't like this guy. They think he's too easy. I love this. I've already talked about how I don't really necessarily like boss fights anyway, so I don't mind that it's not super challenging. It's something new and different and interesting that you haven't really had the chance to do throughout the rest of the game. And come on, is this guy not just the cutest thing? Like, seriously, how adorable is this guy? Well, hard to see from the back, but you can really see where the bread bugs get their name. He is just a giant loaf. That might take him out. Yep, easy. That's not the end, because there are other bread bugs who have eaten other treasures. But it is technically the end of the boss fight. Processing. How bizarre. An item appears to have fallen out of that freakish creature. It must have been a greedy beast to swallow something like this. Also, I did not realize this cave was going to be so short, so I guess just like the Citadel of Spiders, this thing was only 6 floors long. Works for me. I certainly don't mind finishing a cave in one episode, especially after what we've been doing for the last few episodes. Last several episodes. Let's take out some of this electricity. Just so we can get the rest of our team over there. I would like to preserve my potions a little bit. The bread bug doesn't seem to be able to get to that egg. So at least we don't have to worry about it taking that. This is a little more electricity than I like. I don't want that, because if the bread bug can't get to the beetle, there's really no point. Alright, let's just take our yellows and take out the electric gates for now. Like I said, there's really not that much of a rush. Oh, I think that guy just ate the other bread bug. Aha! It's going for the eraser. Perfect. Oops. Please take that. Oh no! There was a yummy treat right there and you didn't take it! Oh. Oh well. Let's kill this anode beetle. Can the bread bug get the egg? Yes, it can! Excellent! Take that thing back. Perfect. Now, this isn't going to kill it. Oh, no, no, no. Don't take that back, you guys. Oh, can we get there first? Yes. Because that'll be perfect for that bread bug to take. Unless it takes the eraser, which would be even better. I wonder if it's programmed not to be able to take the boss treasure. A nice sunny side up egg, just the way I like it. For 100 Pokos, hideous victual. I believe victual means something to do with food. I think it might have to do with like a breakfast food, or maybe just food. Yeah, just take that guy out. Alright, and the other guy, well, oh, you already took that thing. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna bitter spray this guy. I frankly just can't be bothered. Ooh, this isn't working out for us very well. Okay, we still got it. You can hear that, like, noise that it makes. It's making the sound that, watching to make sure they don't get too close to that electricity. But it made the sound that it makes when, Pikmin try to attack the anode beetles. There's your proof that it really does raise the enemy's defense when you use the potion on them. This looks like bologna. For 35 Pokos, the meat of champions. I do not eat pork, so I've never had bologna before. No idea if it's good or not. There goes the donut. Strawberry frosted donut for 40 Pokos. The sweet dreamer. And there goes the eraser. For 100 Pokos. Dream material. This intriguing material does not conduct electricity. It is far more advanced than the material I was researching. How frustrating. A spacesuit made from this wonder alloy would insulate the wearer from electric shocks. Excellent! This new material has allowed me to complete my anti-electrifier. It is my own invention, with only the smallest iota of outside inspiration. I have reconfigured your suits with this new material. They will now protect you from electricity. And there we go. We've got the last upgrade to our suit. Now we're immune to electricity. It's a luxury. It's quite nice, but oh, you know what? I gotta check these eggs. They might have potions. They don't. Yeah, it's a luxury. It's quite nice. It's not anything we've needed so far. We are done here, right? Yes. Just to show we are in fact immune now. All right, that was a good episode. Got through a whole cave and finished up the perplexing pool. Only 2 casualties. Cave complete. Could have easily done that with 0 casualties, but what are you gonna do? And the timing even worked out that I can do the Piklopedia at the end of an episode. Just the way I like it. Did we have any time left in the day? If we had it, we do. We have a little bit of time left. No, I'm just gonna end the day. I'm not gonna bother trying to get bitter sprays or anything. Let's just make sure. Yep. Everything is completed. Sedula Spiders, Glutton's Kitchen, Submerged Castle, and the shower room. Everything's done here. Let's just go to sunset. End the day. I'll let the fanfare play. Maybe it's if you finish a cave in a day. I don't know. Yeah, it's nice to be done with this place. It's funny, because, again, I've only played the first game once, but the Distant Spring in that game is the final area, except for, like, the final area, but that's just a boss fight. This is the hardest area, and I'm still used to considering it like that, even though in this game, I would say the Distant Spring, or the Perplexing Pool, is actually one of the easier areas. Papa, today I went to see the orchestra to help me become a proper lady. I think it was expensive. Both Mom and Brother slept through it, but not me. Aren't I proper? It's always nice to get a little bit of insight into characters' family members, and also just to see the other characters. Alright, we did it! Perplexing Pool is finished. A Wistful While is finished. And Awakening Wood is finished, leaving only one place to go next time. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Pikmin 2, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode where we finish up the Valley of Repose. Bye-bye! And of course, if you're here for the Piklopedia, let's do it. We have the Golden Candy Pop Bud. I missed the blue one. Darn it. Alright, well if we don't see that in the Valley of Repose, I'll have to just go back and get it. Golden Candy Pop Bud. Candy Pop family. No matter what color Pikmin is tossed into the bosom of this flower, it spits out the same number of yellow Pikmin seeds. Current research has yet to produce any theories as to precisely what kind of interaction causes the Pikmin to change color to match the color of this flower's petals. And of course, we have the giant bread bug. Bread bug family. This gargantuan species of the greater bread bug. Oh my god. Sorry, it got so close to the camera. This gargantuan species of the greater bread bug family has a torso so perfectly square that it almost seems like it was formed in a mold. For a brief period after birth, the giant bread bug competes for food with smaller bread bugs, but upon reaching maturity, it seeks out much larger prey. This is the primary reason that 2 species with similar feeding habits can coexist in the same habitat. Hordes of Pikmin appear to pose the only plausible threat to this massive creature's life. And lucky for it, it's not particularly aggressive. It's just competitive. So now that we've seen all the bosses, why don't we get Louie's notes for the bosses? Empress Bulblax. For a sophisticated delicacy, make a pâté de foie gras from this massively obese creature's liver and spread it over a sesame cracker. Burrowing Snagret, which is considered a boss, interestingly enough. Slice the serpentine torso into thin medallions, skewer on a metal rod with hocotate onions, and barbecue over an open flame. Beady Longlegs. Poisonous. Consumption results in prolonged writhing and uncontrollable mirth. I'm surprised you could even get enough to have a bite of. Emperor Bulblax. To prep the tongue for cooking, marinate in olive oil and chop into cubes. Stir in a pot with carrots, potatoes, and chives. Cover and simmer over low heat for several hours. Accompany this mouth-watering rustic stew with a hearty roll. Giant bread bug. Although cooking this colossal beast yields a mountain of meat, every ounce of it is flavorless, only suitable for intergalactic all-you-can-eat buffets. Flavorless does not necessarily mean that you can't use it as a palette for other flavors, but I'll trust Louie here. Pileated snagret. You haven't lived until you've tasted a mint braised snagret shank. Or if you're feeling especially saucy, stuff a bird with a can of your favorite savory nectar, throw it on the barbecue, and let the juices mingle to make a mean beverage canister snagret. Man-at legs. Although the meat is a bit on the metallic side, the oil makes a mouth-watering gravy or lubricative vinaigrette. Only Louie would think to eat something like that. Ranging bloister. The gills are best prepared deep-fried in an herb and breadcrumb batter. Also tasty poached and drenched with fine soy sauce. Water wraith. Inedible. Known to cause mass hysteria, followed by leg spasms and internal thunderings. Again, not sure how you could even get a piece of that thing to eat, but I guess Louie figured it out. Segmented cropster. Dessert meats are all the rage on Hocotate. When the planet's finest chefs hear about the kind of sorbets, pies, and parfaits you can make with the claw meat on this sweet beast, they'll clamor for every morsel we bring home. Raging longlegs. Neither boiling nor baking can diminish this creature's overpowering musky scent. Only suitable for serving to unpleasant in-laws. Much like with Beatty, not sure how you even got a specimen. Tightened weevil. Eaten raw, this predator's luxurious legs are bold and full-flavored. What a satisfying crunch. Are we sure this thing qualifies as a predator? I guess to be fair, we haven't actually seen the dweevil's eating patterns, but I guess Louie would know better. He did observe the dweevil for a while. Alright, let's move on over to the treasure hoard. You've collected the Gourmet series. These classy flavors will delight the smoothest gourmand. And yep, you've collected the Sweet Tooth series. Heaven on the tongue, havoc on the tooth. That's a great pitch for that. You've collected the Cook's Arsenal series. These apparatus ought to turn a tasty profit. Is the plural of apparatus apparatus? You've collected the Tortured Artist series. Everyone's inner artist will crave this set. We're gonna be here a while. You've collected the Modern Amenities series. Advanced technology or worthless junk. Another one? Yep. You've collected the Industrial set. Heavy-duty tools for a take-no-prisoners world. I guess that was the antenna. That was long. You've collected the Ancient Ad series. These persuasive logos are amazing attention grabbers. And of course the bottle caps. You've collected the Odd Logo series. Indecipherable symbols are all the rage these days. We appear to be done. Very good. Happiness emblem. When you grow up and get a job, your time doesn't belong to you anymore. To make up for that, you have to learn to appreciate the simple pleasures in life. Looking at this pattern we found today makes me feel a little less miserable. This is today's simple pleasure. Aww. Massive lid. When people study mysterious objects, they tend to overthink everything and get easily stumped. For example, this is just a lid. Or is it? Just a lid. Hypnotic platter. The bizarre insignia on this serrated platter inspires inexplicable feelings of pleasure that can only be replicated by a long, cool drink. Or so I'm told. Massive lid. After much evaluation and processing, this item has been classified as a massive cap. What powerful force might it have held back at one time? Only the ages know. Pondering emblem. One glance and you will sit for hours trying to decipher the ultimate purpose of this item. Therein lies its value. It is actually a guide to the world of deep thinking. Happiness emblem. Choose your own happiness. Find the good things in each day. Maintain a positive attitude and good things will come your way. That is what one feels when viewing this cheerful emblem. Quenching emblem. An odd symbol that causes thirst cravings in all who view it. Its secrets cannot be deciphered. Drought ender. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Give in to your primal feelings and drink to your heart's content. Gaze upon this design and your throat will ache for satisfaction. Why is that? Tell me, please. Creative inspiration. Stare at this long enough and good ideas are sure to surface. If you are a casual person who relies on others to achieve your goals, then this imagination support item was made for you. I might go up this time, because we finished this series here. Activity arouser. This esoteric design will make viewers want to get up and move for no apparent reason. This is perfect for people who want to diet but can never seem to get started. Alien billboard. Perhaps this is some ancient billboard, but perhaps not. Its authenticity may be in question, but if you can use it for inspiration, you may become a top-flight ad executive. Yellow taste tyrant. Behold the overwhelming power of a monochrome yellow. Spiciness fills both the eyes and mouth. Irresistible. Salivatrix. Uncontrollable drooling, cannot stop. Interfacing with this ad gives me a non-stop case of drooling. I lie, machines cannot drool. The Gherkin Gates. Staring at this symbol tantalizes my taste buds. I've never observed this before, but my sight and sense of taste appear to be connected. Perhaps this is some kind of new psychological advertising. I'll have to tell the ship about it. This cryptic design contains a link between sight and taste that is unknown on Hocotate. According to the psychology of unknown shapes, gazing at this will let you taste the unknown. Thirst activator. Natural beauty fills this design, and merely viewing it incites a riotous thirst. How about it? Optical illustration. There are many items that look like this one, but the contents are profoundly different. Those in the know are aware of the differences. This particular item should please any buyer. Abstract masterpiece. This is something that machines cannot comprehend. The heart of art, the soul of creativity. If you understand the appeal of this design, your heightened senses are at space pilot level. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go up today. Oh, this is gonna be a big ol' set here. Boom cone! Today we found the remains of a wooden construction engine buried deep under the surface. I can't imagine anyone on this uncivilized planet inventing anything. We'll have to wait until later to finish surveying this maze, but this place intrigues me. There may be something interesting to learn about this primitive object. Not necessarily looking forward to going over all those sales pitches. Oh, this was from the overworld, that's right. Massage girdle. Even seasoned explorers like myself occasionally get lost when crossing vast, swampy expanses. I better stay calm and methodically explore each area. I'm getting tired of walking. Maybe I'll try wearing this bizarre metal ring around my waist. It might provide a relaxing massage effect. Olimar, you can fit inside the middle of it and probably extend your arms in both directions and not hit the sides. How are you going to wear it? Furious adhesive. This item has absorbed the anger of the natural world and turned it into raw adhesive power. With the short attention span of today's society, it has almost eternal endurance. Massage girdle. This item, though rough, is a perfect back brace for fathers. It even has a built-in massager. I guess they're making replicas of it. Super stick textile. The latest must-have item for all ship emergency repair kits. This miracle fabric is a lifesaver. Its adhesive power is so great, once it's applied, it can never be removed. Not even surgically. Exhausted super stick. Most spaceship repair kits are easy to use and handy to have around. This one is a bit old. Its adhesive power is waning, so I will let it go at a discount. Adamantine girdle. None want to believe it. A world so brutal as to require a steel torso guard for self-defense. It is certainly unattractive, but which do you value more? Fashion or personal safety? Repair juggernauts. Compared to standard bonding epoxy, I actually don't know that word. This item is 2 times, 4 times, no, even more. This metal fastener is 256 times more powerful. In time, it will fix anything in position. Super strong stabilizer. This device was designed based on principles of stabilotomy? Is that a real word? It holds anything firmly in place. With this, galactic typhoons are no longer to be feared. Omega flywheel. Gravitational, electromagnetic, centripetal, dynamic, centrifugal. More powerful than any of the myriad forces of physics is this. The largest, strongest, fastest, coolest flywheel of all time. It is so powerful as to be immeasurable, so there is no way to confirm its astounding potential. Spirit Flogger. An item for CEOs throughout the solar system. This arcane shape bewitches the human heart. Give this to an employee to create a no vacation taking, no bonus needing work machine. Doesn't work like that, but okay. We've got the bunny ears, sulking antenna. Utilizing the unique abilities of the yellow Pikmin, we breached the electric gate. This allowed us to access a previously uncharted subterranean wooden structure. The last time I was here, I never noticed their capacity to dissipate electrical charges. Perhaps they have other undocumented behaviors and abilities. Well, there really wasn't any electricity in the last game. Oh boy. There's a lot here today. Behemoth Jaw. Is this part of a previously unknown giant life form? What might the entire beast look like? Let your imagination run wild and create the largest of all living beings in your head. Time capsule. This shiny pod was found buried like a time capsule, holding image data of an unknown origin. Is it possible that you fathom the data's import? This riddle will entrance all puzzle lovers. Lip service. What is wrong with the delicate dance of beautification, flattery, and flirtation? What, I ask? If it makes life more fun, keep it up. Come on, buy yours today. Mirrored stage. Come rain, wind, or typhoon, this stage will always support the hidden singer deep in your soul. It is a lovely instant dance stage. How about taking one on tour with you, Star of Rock? Dimensional slicer. A dimensional cutter that slices through space and time. This is nothing to be trifled with. Good children will know not to play with this item. Impediment Scourge. More shocking than a lightning bolt, faster than a light mote, able to crush rocks in one bash. This device can clear any impediment in one fell swoop. Yellow Pikmin are infatuated with high places. They seem to love it when I toss them high in the air. Once I hurled them up to a high area and they came down with this treasure. Flame of Tomorrow. Is this the flame of hope that spawned humanoid civilization? Hocotate needs new energy sources, and this could be a fine candidate. Will machines like me be powered by this someday? Sud generator. Rubsy-dubsy sudsy blue! Rubsy-dubsy subsy woo! Sudsy scrub-a-doo! The more you rub it, the more it bubbles and foams. Don't worry about its purpose, just scrub. Director of Destiny. With the help of my Pikmin, I've been able to widen the radius of my salvage search. The new areas that have opened up to exploration are far more dangerous. Just to be safe, I'd better review Pikmin traits and characteristics. Press X to dismiss your Pikmin and separate them into color groups. Press A to pick up and hold Pikmin. While holding Pikmin, press left or right on the D-pad to switch the color of Pikmin you're holding. Weird place for a tutorial, but okay. This amazing fortune-telling device follows the flow of fate with eerie accuracy. It calculates the magnetic fields of planets, stars, and living organisms to track the pulse of destiny itself. If you're an optimist who feels that life points both south and north, this is for you. Emperor Whistle. Healing tones are old news? Well, greet the new trend, super sounds of awakening. Air passing through the inner chamber sounds a high note that acts as an acoustic refreshment. We did that one. Implement of toil. Poor me, woe is me, so much work. Pity me, boo-hoo. These phrases fill one with a sense of sadness, and all are evoked by this mysterious charm. Heavy-duty magnetizer. The most powerful magnetic force in the universe. The healing properties of magnetic fields relieve backaches, headaches, toothaches, and even dreaded spleen aches. Harmonic synthesizer. My taste in music is highly refined, but my wife and kids have no taste at all. For example, when I ask my family if they want to go out for karaoke, they twist their faces and give me a nasty look. They don't know what they're missing. This clam-like sound generator is all natural. The purity of its percussive tone is irresistible. Clack, clack. Manual honer. This is no lazy machine that runs out of power. This point-honing marvel works anywhere, anytime. The manual operation may tire you out, but the exercise will do you good. Master's instruments. I found this object squirreled away in an underground complex. Some of these structures demonstrate a high degree of culture. I surmise that each building must have been designed by an artist of great renown. This pink painting rod reinforces my hunch that this civilization appreciated fine art. No artistic inclinations? No color sense? No worries. This no-hassle art implement was found on a primitive planet. From this day forward, you can be an artist of the ages. Decorative goo. Everyone enjoys decorating in favorite hues, but it's vital to utilize new colors now and then. This tube of goo will surely help you discover a new for you. Merciless extractor. Squeeze, squeeze, had enough? Squeeze! A ruthless savage heart in machine form. No giant fruit can retain its juice in the face of this relentless ringing device. If you are greedy down to the last drop, this is for you. Well, it seems like they figured out what the purpose of that thing is. Broken Food Master. Behold the heavenly sparkle of this, one of the 3 sacred treasures of Samadush. Now you can own the artifact of endless food and drink. Of course, to a tongueless machine such as me, this is all completely meaningless. Utter scrap. Throw this flimsy piece of scrap metal out. Or can garbage this banal become a work of art? Milk tub. Fathers throughout the universe, take note. If your family dislikes your manly odor, this is for you. Fill your tub with the rich aroma of milk and soak your stench away. Don't be stingy now. Think of the children. Ugh. Invigorator. All this non-stop exploration has worn me out. I'm constantly battling bouts of fatigue. Thankfully, a quick sniff of this item's invigorating odor instantly wakes me up. This zesty scent also fills me with an irresistible urge to fight. This treasure must have been owned by an ancient warrior. Alright, so there's like coffee residue in it. Coffee is the best smell in the world. The unique perfume of this item will destroy drowsiness, making endless nights a walk in the park. This invigorator is perfect for those who have to work even when they least want to. Vorpal platter. This shiny disc sparkles beautifully, but its edge could effortlessly shear through the armor plating of a battlecruiser. Is it not true that all great art is edgy for its time? Buy this landmark piece today. Handle with care, may not be suitable for small children. Have we done it? Nope. Oh, not by a long shot. Sweet dreamer. I've toiled long and hard to collect all of these tasty treats. Surely it won't matter if I bring one back for my daughter as a souvenir. She loves snacks. A comfy, not too sugary bed. Youngsters who sleep here will have the sweetest of dreams. Confection hoop. This sugary delight has even a machine like me wishing to partake in its deliciousness. What a sweet-looking circlet. Pastry wheel. This is perfect for the kiddies. A small, well-formed ring of sugar. Go on, gulp it down. Chocolate cushion. A sweet-toothed dream. Is this real, or am I dreaming? If I had teeth, I'd be nibbling with vigor. White goodness. What a momentous discovery! I found an amazing cavern that burrows deep below the perplexing pool. The ground was littered with enticing snacks. I've named this scrumptious cavern the Glutton's Kitchen. It was obviously once a shrine to the culinary gods. No dreams? Take love. No love? Take sweets! This is the most potent item in the Sweet Tooth series. Pale passion. This will save our loveless age. Yes, it is a romance-filled addition to the Sweet Tooth series. The sweet aroma will attract members of the opposite gender. King of Sweets. Humanoid desire knows no limits. Some things can never be known or understood. And no researcher, no matter how supreme, will ever tire of consuming this thing. It contains a mystic flavor born of the cosmos itself, and is said to change flavor as it is eaten. Enamel Buster. Behold, a magical candy to make the children of Hokate weep with uncontrollable cravings. Pure, undeniable sweetness. Unavoidable tooth decay. Who cares? Enjoy the here and now. Diet Doomer. Alas, we machines know nothing of eating. The ultimate pleasure. If only I had a mouth. Succulent mattress. Sweet to the taste and touch. Sleep on this magical mattress and dream of a land of sweets. Comfort cookie. With this, your legs will not fall asleep even when you sit with your feet tucked beneath you. The sugary material of this cushion infuses your whole body with warmth and comfort. Imperative cookie. I'm a man with an indomitable will, but I can't stop sampling this luscious food. Such an attractive shape, appetizing color, scrumptious smell. I'm getting hungry already. One look at this pattern and your head spins, your vision fades, and a voice commands, eat this. Compelling cookie. Is your palate conservative or adventuresome? Either way, this taste will ravish your mouth. For those who savor flavor, this new delicacy will have you questioning your ideas of taste. Impenetrable cookie. It is hard. Really hard. Too hard. So hard that you're not sure you can eat it, even though you must. This hard snack is infused with the essence of stubbornness, and you are powerless to resist it. Bug bait. I have a bad feeling about this particular item. I want to sell it with all possible speed. Zzz, bargain price available. Please buy this quickly, now. Triple sugar threat. This will satisfy any sweet tooth. It begins with savory softness, then fills the mouth with fluffs of flavor, and finally overwhelms with a river of sweetness. It is a three-pronged tongue assault. Taste sensation. In this modern world of artificial foods, all things taste the same despite your dear tongue buds. If that describes you, then this is for you. The flavor is the balm to heal your wounded soul. Meat satchel. All things hunger for meat, correct? Listen to the inner beast. Eat, eat, eat. Meat of champions. I never expected to find such a delectable cut of meat deep in this dark and slimy cavern. What kind of a cavern is stocked with savory deli meat? This riddle perplexes me, but I'm sure my unrivaled powers of investigation will prevail. I've made it my personal quest to solve all of the universe's ancient mysteries. Think you can eat it all? Then start eating. That is the goal of this giant piece of meat incites. It has just the right texture, and a thick slab of fat that will make all gourmets, epicures, kings of the table, and queens of the buffet howl with delight. Or so I have assessed. Hideous victual. We struggled with a titanic bread bug for this treasure, but we finally prevailed. That huge creature had a habit of dragging away treasures and hoarding them in its den. I wonder if there's a way to use these creatures to aid my treasure-seeking mission. On second thought, that's a bad idea. Pikmin are the only creatures I can really rely on. The consistency of the half-cooked yolk says, good. It is packed with nutrients, too. I can sell it, but I have never eaten it. I am unable to eat it. Not even a nibble. The poor ship. Is that it? That is it! Whew, that was one of the longer ones. Well, thanks for watching the Piklopedia with me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!